Get this on real quick. All right, perfect. Hey, morning, guys. Let me send this link out to the Telegram and everywhere pretty much, and then we can get started, guys. So I did analyze the Forex pairs this morning, but I didn't really see any entries other than our TPs that hit. Other than that, it kind of just pulled back a bit, so that's why I held off on calling any new Forex trades. I'm not sure if you guys are having issues with Telegram too. For some reason, Telegram is like not loading for me. It's not loading. Plus, it's not posting these links. So I'm going to try to get that fixed. I don't know if it's like an issue on their end. It seems like it is because I even tried to send a gift over here when Kasim said it was magic that I was hitting TPs. It was a SpongeBob gift that goes like magic, but it didn't load up. So I think there's an issue with Telegram where they're just kind of off today. It's okay. I'm just going to send these links out just so everyone gets the links. I'm going to go put this on the Facebook real quick too. And then I'm going to send an email to you guys as well, so you guys can have access to, pretty much everything before we get started. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like the issues with it's on Telegram side, so it's all right. They're probably going to fix it after some time. So I think this might be it for the most part. Let me open my window real quick, guys. It's kind of hot in here. Much better. Send out this link real quick. I think one last place. Here. Scammers. And get this on the Facebook real quick. And then one last place is the Instagram. So let me just get that there as well. And then we should be good to go. Let's see. Last few places to post this link. I just want to make sure everyone's getting the link because there's a lot of people who have been messaging me and they have been telling me that they haven't seen the live streams, but we've been going live for like, I think the past 3 or 4 weeks now. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, can you guys do me a favor and just like the stream and subscribe? That way people get notifications. I think it's just not as like the K2 streams aren't as popular enough, so people aren't showing up or it's not showing up on their feed. So if you guys can do me a favor and just like the stream and subscribe to the YouTube page, that'll definitely help so that we can make sure that everyone in K2 is able to locate the stream. Yeah, guys, let me finish sending this link out to the Instagram one last place. And then I think we should be good to go. And then we can get started. So let's see, it's 6:38. Let me make sure I turn on my alerts for US 30 real quick so that we don't miss that entry. Look at that big drop right there, guys. It's probably going to swing right back up. So what's probably going to happen here is probably going to come down to this structure. And then it might swing right back up for that buy that we can possibly take. But let me just post this on the Instagram real quick, and then we can get started, guys. Let's see. I don't like how this thing does. Let's check my email. It'll probably be easier. we go. Oh, there we go. Telegram looks like it's slowly loading this stuff up. Let me see if I can fix this real quick, guys. 1 second. So I'm trying to get the post to be fully loaded, but delete that. It's weird. It's like there's a lot of bugs this morning. Not literal bugs, but like with the a lot of these programs. So let's take a screenshot of that. And then post this on IG real quick. All right, cool. So it looks like we're good to go. Let me pull up the chat real quick. And then let's see who's in the room. So 6:40, guys. Looks like it's about time to make some money. Nice. So it might reject off this point actually right here. It didn't break through the structure. So it might reject right off here. If we get a buy signal, then we can probably take this right up. Let's see. Yep. Looks good enough to hit our full TP. So I'll go ahead and reanalyze that in 1 second, guys. Let me check the chat real quick, and then I'll see what's going on. Let's see. Nice. Looks like we got a full room already, guys. So morning, Usman. Morning, Zui. Morning, Alec. And morning, David. Morning, Peter. Morning, Spencer. Morning, Indra. Morning, Kushi. Morning, Godfrey. Morning, Nicole. Morning, Kasim. Morning, Braden. Morning, Amber. Morning, Air. Morning, Scene or Short Scene. Morning, Sam. Morning, David. Morning, Hamisi. Morning, Ari. Morning, Wave Bun. Morning, Matt. Morning, Gactive. Morning, Chelsea. Morning, Adia. Morning, Art. Morning, Victor. And morning, New Levels. Morning, everybody. So hopefully you guys had a good trading day yesterday. We had a phenomenal trading day, full TP on US 30. We that was really nice, like hitting that full TP. And then on top of that, this morning we hit the full TP for GJ over here for a gain of 45 pips. And then again, a full TP over here for GU for a gain of 40 pips as well. So those are some pretty nice calls yesterday, guys. Hopefully you guys, locked in some nice profits off that, because we're having a great week. I've been talking to a lot of other people and they're not having such a great week because they've been trading the opposite of us, with their strategies. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just, we obviously had the upper hand this week, and I guess for like the entire year. So it's looking pretty good. Let me see what's going on over here. Let's make sure that everything looks good here. Hey, morning, Vishnu. Morning, Dennis. Morning, Sneaks. Morning, Andre. Morning, Tam. Morning, Dean. Morning, Billy. Morning, Jay. Afternoon, Jay. Morning, Andre. Morning, everybody. So yeah, just like I mentioned, we had some really nice TPs hit yesterday. Hopefully we'll keep pushing that on till today. Just keep in mind, guys, there's a ton of news this morning, not just this morning, but the entire day. This is the start of the heavy news week. We have the Fed speaking at about 11. So I'm not sure if we're going to take any Forex trades today, but we will be taking the US 30 trade. I've discussed with a lot of the members before, we would hold off during news for US 30. And a lot of the times it would hit full TP and we would just miss that trade because of news. So we're just going to, we're going to pass on the news for US 30, but for Forex, we're probably going to be a little careful because, obviously it's going to affect it a lot more than the other pairs. But we'll see. If I see something really good and everything's correlating very nicely, then I'll take the trade. However, I'm not going to take any risky trades, just because we want to take some trades, right? We want to make sure that the trades are 100% and, almost guaranteed that we're going to hit full TP on that, because I'm not wasting any trades, guys. We're getting towards the end of the year. Our results are super great. We have, what was it, like a 70-something% win rate for Forex, and then above an 80-something% win rate for US 30. So I'm not going to mess up our streak right here, guys, just to, because some people here just want signals. I'm not going to give you guys signals unless I'm 100% sure that they're going to hit. And that's something that a lot of new traders need to understand. You're not, on some days you don't need to trade, On some days, you should it's better to sit it out than to risk taking a loss because you're like addicted to trading, right? Because I know everyone's been there before where you just want to take every single trade that you could possibly take. But, over my time trading over these 10 years, I've realized that it's really a game of patience, guys. Just wait for that perfect entry. If we don't see anything, then we're not going to take it. If we do see something, then we will. So let me go ahead and map out this US 30 right here. And then I'm going to see if it looks like a good buy entry if we end up taking it. So it's chilly over here today. I know David's going to have something to say. It's probably freezing over there. It's chilly over here in California, but it's probably freezing over there on the East Coast. All right, so I marked this up right here. I'm going to hide the K2 SRs. And basically the way I do this, guys, is because I'm trying to draw a storyline here. So you can see right here, we have the two lows. It's like a double bottom, pushed up, retraced back right here. We tested the structure, shot way back up, consolidated a bit, shot up, came back. And now it's testing the structure right here. You can see the structure is a pretty strong support. And if this closes as a bullish candle, which I'm really wanting it to close, me and Yvonne were talking about this yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys sat in on my one-on-one session with Yvonne yesterday, but basically, using her little analysis of these, what she would call tweezers, which I kind of call them tweezers too. It's like a rejection point where price comes up. If it's followed with a nice bullish candle, if we get a buy signal right after that, we can expect this to skyrocket up, just like it happened right here, right? We had the rejection off this point, buy signal, and then it shot up how many pips? About 1,300 pips, right? So that's what we're waiting for right here, because we are waiting for that first signal after the market opened. So the market opened right here, 6:30. We're just waiting for that buy signal now, guys. So if we get that buy signal right here, we could take that buy and pretty much ride this thing up. So we'll see how this goes. But like I mentioned, we just got to be patient with it, guys. And I'll keep looking at the Forex pairs as well. If there's any Forex pairs that you guys want me to analyze, feel free to let me know, and I can analyze anything you guys want me to. But for the most part, we're probably going to focus on US 30 this morning because of the heavy news. Obviously, the next news event, it just happened actually for USD right here at PMI. Let's refresh this, see what happened. So PMI was, numbers aren't out yet. Okay, look. So it didn't really move all that much. It looks like it was a little on both sides. Manufacturing is up. Let's see, previous. Yeah, manufacturing is, oh no, it's not. They're both down. So the manufacturing was a little closer. The services PMI are way low. This is just the the rate of the services right now. The reason why it's low is because of COVID. Obviously, a lot of businesses are closed. Let me put my chair down. A lot of the businesses are closed right now, as the U.S. is still going into lockdown and stay-at-home orders and stuff like that. So obviously services are going to be down. Manufacturing, I don't think it'd be much affected because people can still work in factories, even with businesses closed. We're not in the full lockdown, but we're like in a temporary lockdown. So that's why the numbers are a little different. The big thing today is going to be the FOMC. The Fed's going to be giving their economic projections. Obviously, they're not going to be good because of COVID, but they might pump it a bit because of the vaccine that was released on Monday. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know if there's anything else that's really affecting the market right now. Let's pull up CNBC real quick. Let's see if there's any news that could necessarily affect these indices that we're looking at. So we got COVID relief. Oh, okay, so this is going to affect the market. There's actually a lot of stuff that's happening today. We have the COVID relief deal, which is basically the new stimulus. We have the Fed speaking about the economic outlook for the year. So there's going to be a lot of news today, guys. But I'm probably still going to take the US 30 because we did talk about this yesterday. Me and a couple members, that we should just take the trades because our win rate is so high where we could just take that risk, because honestly we're pretty deep in the profit for the year, not even the year, just the week, the month, the year in total. So I probably would take the trade if we got the buy at some time soon. So I'll hold off and wait on that for a bit. But otherwise, we are probably going to catch that as it comes around. So let me go ahead and take a look at the chat again. Let's see who else is in here. Looks like a lot of people have joined. So let's see. Morning, Akeem. Morning, Shaz. Morning, Billy. Morning, John. Morning, Josh. Morning, Aleph. Morning, Fief. Morning, Dominic. Morning, Hamza. Morning, Funky. Morning, Terry. Morning, Adi Nazir. And morning, Hope. So let me go ahead and take a look at your questions over here. Like I mentioned, we're going to be waiting for this buy signal here for US 30 until that appears. I do have my alert set up. So when it does appear, I'll get that alert. Otherwise, we're just going to be waiting and seeing if this is going to be a buy or not, because it could be a buy or it can be a sell. Either way, it'll both be some decent moves right here once we get it. So let me go back and take a look at the chat over here and answer any questions that we got over here. See if I missed anything. Oh, Kushi, thanks for confirming that. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, guys, that Telegram was a little laggy, or it was a little off today. Thanks, Kushi, for confirming that it's not just me. All right, so AJ, buy stop. Okay, let's see. So David is looking at AJ for a buy. Oh, yeah, no, and we still have this buy going on from last week. I think most of us got out already at TP1, like I mentioned yesterday. But if you guys still have it active, it's technically still active. It's rejecting off this structure right here. It's probably going to swing up from this point and shoot on upwards. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think most of us are out of this trade. I just have it marked up just in case for people that still have the trade active. I don't have it active, so let's take that off because I'm just looking for the TPs. I'm already out of this trade in profit from last week. Let me see what else we got here. Let's see. Yeah, David said 78.320. Oh, nice. Yeah. Looks like you have it at that, because it's just consolidating, right? It's going sideways. So David has his buy stop set right here, which makes sense because it lines up with our entry here. Like I mentioned, it's probably going to reject off this point and then swing on up, right? So once that happens, David's buy stop's gonna get triggered, and then he's gonna re-enter this AJ over here. That looks good. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's look at the correlating pair. So we got AJ, we got KJ. This is bearish, CHFJPY. It's just going sideways. EJ's bullish, GJ's bullish. Yeah, this is our GJ from earlier. We hit full TP. So you can see here that the JPY pairs are kind of like iffy. Some of them are going down. So these are like bearish slightly. But then for whatever reason, EJ and GJ are bullish. Generally, they would correlate. Otherwise, yeah, NJ over here is down as well. So we'll see how that plays out. That's something that I probably wouldn't want to take because of just the uncertainty in the market. But it doesn't look like a good entry, David. When it happens to fill. So let's see what else we got over here. If there's anything else, any questions? Let's see. RX said, with a GU trade, is there a strategic reason why one would take 3 trades versus 1 trade? RX, it's really up to preference. If you can manage 3 trades, then you can take 3 trades. If not, then you could just take 1, because it doesn't really make a difference if you're taking a 3% risk and then you split that 3% risk into 1% risk per 3 trades, right? It won't really matter. It'll still add up to the same profits. It's just a matter of convenience. And if you can manage a trade, if you want to have multiple trades and you don't want to pay attention to it and just let it run, then you can do that. Otherwise, it's the same thing if you just have 1 and then you end up moving your stop loss up or just letting it run to full TP. So it doesn't make a huge difference at all. Arc, it's just it's all due to preference. Yeah, Dennis said we got a little bit of news for USA. We got a ton of news, guys. So we have that US news just passed, the PMI. The biggest news today is going to be the Fed later, the FOMC economic projections. They're basically going to give the economic outlook for the rest of the year, basically, and maybe so on until the next year. So this is going to affect the market heavily, depending on what they say. It happens like once a month, and sometimes it has a big effect, sometimes it doesn't. The thing is, we're at the end of the year, so it's probably going to have a big effect. And we have a lot of news with COVID updates and the stimulus, so it's definitely going to affect the market. So we'll see how that plays out with this news. This is probably why we will stay out of the Forex market for today. Well, at least during New York session, unless we see a really, really, really good trade. If we see a good trade, then I'll take it. If not, then we're probably just going to sit it out and focus on, US 30 for this morning. Let's see what else we got over here. David said, hit that like button. Yeah, guys. So if you guys are new here, if you guys have been here for a while and, been getting value off of my live streams, please do us a favor and like the video. That way, a lot of people can find us as well, because it looks like we're growing like every single day. It seems like new people are showing up and finding K2. So if you guys have value from this and made profit with us, obviously, do us a favor, just like the video and subscribe. That way, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps us show up on a lot of other people's pages. Someone was asking about yesterday's profits. So if you guys, I don't show it to you guys here, but I have my saved photos here, and these are pretty much all of the profits from the K2 members yesterday. So this is from this morning, actually, because he killed it with this GU right here. We hit full TP on that. Even Raul over here, I don't think Raul's in the premium. He's here in the public, and he made a nice profit off this GU as well. ARC over here, same. Nice profit off that ARC, congrats. And then he added that, if you add that GJ, US 30 and the NZD CHF from yesterday, ARC made about 2001. And you can see ARC here in the chat. ARC is Rick here in the YouTube chat. Congrats, ARC. He's about to make his way back to 100K. So he's killing it, making a ton of profit here. Aaron over here from yesterday as well. We all killed it with US 30. If you see everyone's US 30 trades, Gene Vaughn over here, he signed up to K2 yesterday or like over the weekend. Made a nice profit. He already covered his subscription for like pretty much the whole year at this point. Wade killed it, 5,000 in profit. Jalicia over here, 600 in profit. ARC again, he killed it. So these are all from yesterday, guys. You can see the date here, December 15. Jerry over here, 2,100. Josh over here, about a little over 100. Han over here with about 1,000 in one day. That's crazy. And this isn't even FTMO, guys. This is normal. See, there's no WS30. So you can see everyone in K2 is killing it, guys. If you guys aren't profitable with K2, you're probably doing something wrong. And it's probably an easy fix. So if you do have issues and you're not profiting like everyone else in K2, like obviously I can go through this all day and show you guys everyone's profits, but you can see it's clear that everyone here is killing it. So if you guys have questions or there's issues while you're not hitting profit, just reach out to me or reach out in the chat. We can fix that. It's probably an issue with your risk management, lot size, specific assets you're trading. Maybe you're trading on your own and you're not doing it properly. We can help with that. So if you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. But obviously here you can see everyone's profits just for the month of December. Like this is December 15th. And I scroll up here. These are everyone in K2's profits. These aren't even my profits. If I add my profits in here, it'll be way, way, way higher, obviously, right? So this is just December. And someone was asking about my profits personally. So these are my profits over here, guys, currently for December. So I did, I just changed my dates to December only. And I'm up 12,000. And then you can see here that there's a withdrawal. So obviously it's a legit account. It's a funded account, not a challenge or a verification, because you can't withdraw on a challenge or a verification, right? So this is a legit account. I'm up, about 13,000 for the month. So just to show you guys that, FTMO is legit. Everyone's like, oh, how do they pay you out? Like, obviously, does this withdrawal look legit or not? So, for all the people that hate on FTMO, keep hating, because I'm going to keep making profit with them. And if you guys don't want to take advantage of the opportunity, it doesn't really affect me. I'm going to keep trading with them. I'm going to keep making profit with them. And the only people that hate on FTMO are people that can't pass it and can't make money trading at all in general. So there's your proof right there that FTMO does pay out. I have a real withdrawal. You see WS30 there. Try to make a withdrawal off your challenge account or your verification, and then let me know if that works, because it's not going to work. You have to have a funded account to make a real withdrawal. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for there. US 30 over here. We're still waiting for that buy signal. And I think other than that, we don't really have much to really look at this point in time. Let me go ahead and keep looking for any questions in the chat over here. Nice. VKR from Nigeria. Nice, VKR. Nice to meet you. Hamza. Hi, Shawn. I'm from the following in Jordan, in the Middle East. Nice, Hamza. Yeah, we have people from all over here, guys. Welcome. Let's see if we have anything else here. We have Alkin said IG sentiment is 65% short on US 30. Let's buy. Definitely, Alkin, 100%. That's why if we get a buy signal here, we could take that and then catch this right up right here. So we're gonna wait for that buy signal. Once we get it, it will be good to go. Yeah, Terry. So we're waiting for the buy signal. If we don't get a buy signal, then obviously we're gonna take the opposite. but we, obviously we much prefer taking a buy signal. It looks like it might come on this next candle. Actually, you can see the momentum swing here, guys. It basically established a low at this point, and then you can see these bullish candles, right? I think if this closes strong bullish, and maybe even the next one, we'll get a buy signal in the next candle. And I only know this because obviously I told you guys that, I created these indicators, so I know what to look out for. You can see here, whenever we get a rejection, a nice rejection, it's followed by, even if it's just consolidation, once it's followed by a bullish move, you get that buy signal right there, right? Same situation right here, established a low. We have a bullish candle right here, followed by a strong bullish candle over here as well. So on the next candle or the one after that, it's probably going to be a buy signal. We got 30 seconds left on this candle. This might close as a buy signal, actually. I'm going to have my my phone ready in my hand for this, just in case this ends up being a signal that closes last minute. It happens sometimes, guys, so I'm going to be waiting for it. We got 10 seconds left on this candle. Let's see. Just make sure you guys are watching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to see a signal in the next candle, possibly. There you go, guys. See, called it. See, that signal is pending right there. And, these indicators, everyone thinks that these indicators are something like a moving average or something, and they're not, guys, because I created these indicators, so they're not moving averages. They're based on momentum. So if this buy signal right here closes, guys, we're going to have an entry. We have about 9 minutes left on this candle. So we will take a look right there. We should be good. So let me go ahead and take a look down here, see if there's anything else. Oh man, Braden said it's 25 degrees there. Where are you located, Braden? That's pretty cold. I think you said you were like on the east or Midwest, right? Midwest or East Coast? Definitely not in the U.S. I'm not in the on the West Coast. David said it was freezing here in the DMV this morning, I bet. Short Scene said just take a look at the 5-minute time frame on US 30. So yeah, looking at the 5-minute. Yeah, we have that pending signal right there as well. So looking at the 5-minute and the 10-minute, it looks pretty much the same. I definitely see this, if this closes with the buy signal, then we could definitely take that. So I'm going to be waiting for that right there after this closes, and then we can continue on. Nice. Okay, so Abdi Nazir is in a AJ buy. So yeah, I do see this coming up as well. I think David's might have filled by now. I see it rejecting off this point and shooting right back up. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's go back to US 30 real quick. We got 8 minutes left on this candle. Okay, so we have a couple other ones here. Let me look down here. Let's see if there's any other questions. Yeah, we have a ton of questions here. So I'm just going to go down the list, guys. So I want to make sure I didn't miss anything before. Let's see over here. All right, so let me pull back to the top of the chat. Looks like I missed a bunch of stuff. Sorry, guys. I was just skimming through here to make sure I didn't see anything that was last minute. Nice. Billy said he used the US 30 strategy on UK 100 for 3,200. So Billy made 3,200. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot, Billy. Congrats, man. You killed it. Let me look at the Lennon chat. Actually, I didn't even see anyone's prop. I didn't look at the profits. I normally do, but I didn't get a chance to. Nice. Congrats, Victor. Look, Victor over here. He said, amazing, good day's work. So Victor locked in about 635 off this UK 100 trade last night. You guys have been killing it with the UK 100 as well. Yeah, Tam over here. Nice. Tam locked in about 300. That's from today too. Dang, Tam over here locking in some profits while in Mexico. I'm surprised you're on this stream, Tam. No, Tam's over there on vacation. Still making money. Let's see what Mark made over here. So I think that's it for the London Open. But it looks like a lot of you guys have made a ton of profit off that as well. Here goes Mark right there. And Ark has the funniest memes over here. But yeah, I think that's about it for the UK trades. But yeah, definitely congrats, Billy, for locking in that 3,200 off the UK 100 this morning. Let's see if there's anything else down here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. It's weird. Apple updated their iMac, so the fonts are like super small now, so I kind of have to squint when I look at the screen. Okay, said, what's your target for the day? We don't have a target yet because there's no entry. You know, once we have an entry, then we can determine the target. So if our entry closes right here, obviously this would be our target, 1,500 pips. But if that doesn't close there, then we're going to wait for the later entry. So that's what we're going to be waiting for. Air suspension is asking if I can automate the indicator. Yeah, I mean, technically you can automate anything. It just depends on how you would do it. I do have the indicator automated, but it still needs a lot of work. And I prefer to trade manually. So I'm probably not going to move forward with that because the problem is there could be a lot of issues with an automated strategy. You know, strategies can go rogue at any point, especially if you automate it and you can't get out of the trade, you're going to get screwed. I don't know if you guys followed, there was a couple groups last year that had an automated system and they lost like millions of pounds. It was like in the news or something. I think their system went rogue and then they couldn't stop it. By the time they got a hold of it, they lost all the money in the account. So I personally, technically you can automate anything, but I wouldn't do it because you never really know when an issue might happen. You could lose a lot of money. Let's see, Razul, hey, morning. Yeah, definitely. So Razul wants me to take a look at gold real quick. So let me pull up gold. All right, I've got gold over here. I'm going to go ahead and clear everything off the chart. And then I'm going to do what I normally do, guys. So here we go with the naked chart. I'm going to turn on the K2SR indicator. Sorry, wrong indicator. K2SR indicator. And then I'm going to go and draw my zones on the chart real quick. Drawing all these zones over here. So the reason why I'm drawing these zones, guys, is to identify the points of rejection, you know, obviously throughout the chart, so that we know where to trade and where not to trade. And I'll show you what I mean by that once I finish drawing these zones right here. So there we go with gold. I'm going to go ahead and hide the indicator. And once we have that done, you can see here just by zooming out that price generally respects these zones, right? Price comes down, rejects off these zones for a double bottom, comes up, rejects off this point, and it pretty much just bounces from zone to zone. So right here, price is currently within this zone right here. So let me go ahead and take a look at the momentum indicator. So we have a bullish bias right here, right? Because the previous signal was a buy signal. Basically, when price rejects off a structure, we get a buy signal. It pushes up to the next structure over here, right? That's exactly what it did. Generally, what happens when price reaches a structure is it can either break above it or it can reject right off and come right back down. Or it either closes below the structure and come right back down and test the original test down here, or it can bounce off it and continue back up from here. So with gold over here, there's a ton of scenarios, guys. And me personally, I don't trade gold because it's a manipulated asset, you know, especially during today. I personally wouldn't trade gold today because the Fed's speaking in about a few hours. So when the Fed speaks, this could spike around in either direction. So I wouldn't trade gold right now personally, but just analyzing it from, you know, from a normal perspective right here, it's rejecting off this point. So although we do have a bullish bias, I wouldn't take this trade until it closes above this structure right here, because you can see right here when price broke the structure, what happened from there? It went and tested this structure over here, correct? After that happened, it ended up rejecting from here and coming straight back down. So right here, this could happen again. The rejection could happen right here. If we get a sell signal like we did right here, then this will probably come down from this point and retest this structure. However, if it swings back up and closes above this structure, then odds are it's probably going to continue up further. So there's a couple scenarios here that can play out. So I'm going to just give you scenarios to you just from my analysis here, and looking at previous data over here, that history, you know, usually repeats itself. So So scenario one would be like what happened right here, right? Price can go up, break this structure right here, and then it can continue up. That's number one. Number two is price can swing back down like it did right here, close below, and then push back to the structure. So that could happen right here. If we get a sell signal and it closes below the structure, then it can push down to here. So that's scenario number two. Scenario number three is price can just consolidate within the zone right here for the next couple hours because the high impact news is right here, right? So the high impact news is right here. So it could consolidate for the next couple hours. And then as soon as that news hits, it can spike up or it can spike down. There's no guarantee that it'll spike in either direction, but it'll spike in either direction, you know, more likely than not because the Fed's speaking. So for this here, this is why I wouldn't take this trade, because the last thing you want to do is enter a long position. Your stop loss is below the structure right here, and then it stops you out, then swings up, right? Hits full TP. It happens all the time. Vice versa, you don't want to enter a trade for a sell, and then you put your stop loss right here, and then it does the same exact thing in the opposite direction. It spikes up, and then it shoots right back down to TP. So I would wait for that reaction from the news before entering this trade. But just looking at gold right now, you know, obviously there's three different scenarios that can play out. Looks like it's going to swing down right here. If it does get that sell signal, it'll probably push down. However, like I mentioned, there's high impact news right here. So even if it pushes down to this point, it'll either continue spiking down harder or it can reverse right on you. So I'd be careful with gold right now. I wouldn't trade it because there's news happening within the next few hours. And it's very important news. It's the Fed. You know, it's basically the US economy, which is directly affected with gold here because it's a USD pair. Plus gold is a safe haven currency. So they're going to move opposite or in either direction. You know, they're not going to move sideways after that news happens. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. But I personally would just hold off on it for now. All right, US 30 didn't close. All right, our odd NZD hit the TP2 for 30 pips, guys. You see right here. I just got that alert. Let's pull that up real quick. Odd NZD, there we go. So if you guys are still in that trade from last week, TP2 for 30 pips. So let me go ahead and send that update in the chat. Odd NZD. Oh no, full TP. TP2. Yeah, it looks like Telegram is still moving a little slow. Nice. Looks like Chelsea posted some profits in the group real quick. Let me check it out. Nice. Look at Tam over here, man. She's killing it. I just saw her other profit. She's up another 130 right there. So she's up 430. And props to Tam for being on this live session while on vacation. And you're basically making money to cover your vacation expenses right there. So you're having a great time and still making profit. With Chelsea over here, nice. Chelsea locked in a nice 486 right here for the day. And she made a withdrawal. That's how you know her account's legit. So congrats, Chelsea, on that. I'm going to go and send that over. Akeem over here, nice. Akeem killed it. Dang, look at gold. I mean, Bitcoin. I'm gonna have a good Christmas. Yeah, no, definitely, Akeem. We're all going to have a good Christmas over here at K2. There's my meme. It finally came up right there. Nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and move this over here and see what else we have in the chat. So there's gold for you. You guys, there's, like I mentioned, I'm probably not going to I wouldn't take gold right now because of the news, but I would be careful with that. David said, what are the stats for the week? So David, I don't have them up just yet, but we have all wins. We haven't had any losses this whole week. So we're doing good. David said, in case first timers don't know. So looking over at our results over here, guys. So this is just for this week. I'm going to go from the new week. So this is when the week started. Let's see how many TPs we hit. Yeah, we hit full TP on US 30. So we have one US 30 win. Here are my profits on all my accounts. That's my first FTMO account, my second FTMO account, and also my personal account right here. So I made a ton of profit off that trade. We also had our NZD-CHF, which hit TP right here. So that's another TP. That's two TPs. NZD-CHF, TP2. I'm just going to keep that together because it's the same pair. So we have two TPs. We have US 30 over here, full TP. That's three TPs right there. So we have three full TPs. That's the call that we made yesterday. These are my profits right here. Obviously, my first FTMO account, 100K right there. My second 100K account right there. And my personal account right there. But that wasn't it, guys. We had this, I got stopped at TP1, but I re-entered the trade and then I locked in even more. So these are my profits actually from yesterday. My first FTMO, my second FTMO, my third FTMO. So I have three FTMOs now, guys. I'm working on my third challenge so I could have 300K. I'm working on my third FTMO account and then my personal account as well right here. So we have about 4 or 5 TPs. GJ over here, that's 6. G over here, that's 7. So we have 7 full TPs this week. I don't know the exact profit, but obviously you can go down the list and see how much profit we made. But it's a lot. I can tell you that we made a lot of profit this week, and it's a slow week. So we have 7 full TPs, 0 losses for the week. Last week was pretty good too. The week before that was good as usual. So yeah, David, those are our stats for the week. Doing pretty good. I was gonna ask you to hop on the live, David, but I can see you're at your work with your Ron Mexico name. Yeah, Velocity said, I don't think automation will work here since you got to look at when it breaks through the levels. I agree. Funky said, Shawn, do you have a referral system? Not sure if I can keep this secret any longer. So we did have a referral system before, Funky, but we had a lot of people that were just taking advantage of the system. So we don't have it right now. It kind of messed with our processors. So we might start that up at some point next year, but I don't think it's going to happen because it's just too much of a hassle with a lot of people that try to, take advantage of the system. You know how it is. Like once you have something good, there's always like a few people that just want to mess it up for everyone. And then, yeah, we had to change that up. So unfortunately we don't have that right now, Funky, but we will, possibly at some point have that up again. But we don't plan on doing that anytime soon. We're more focused on trading than marketing right now. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing, make these profits. And then once that happens, I'll let you know once we get, some sort of update for that. Nice. Black the Jerry said he made 5K on UK 100. Nice. Yeah, I love seeing this, guys. I love seeing everyone's profits. Everyone's killing it. Everyone that's in the London chat doing real good. Trader J, yeah, nice. Jalicia said mega profits. Nice. Varun Gupta is asking, what are your open positions? So we have a sell for CAD CHF JPY and a sell for NZD CHF. We had a GJ and a GU that was open earlier, but they both hit full TP already. So we only have those two currently open. Probably not going to enter anything new right now because of the high impact US news coming up soon. Wax John, to your words, over EX broker for MT4. I've never used them. I would never recommend an unregulated broker to you guys. So I have no opinion on XM broker, but I wouldn't recommend that to anyone because it's an unregulated broker. Like myself, I do use Hugo's Way for my personal US 30 account, but I would never recommend it to anyone. It's just, it's there, but it's not something that I would recommend to like friends and family, obviously, because I know the risks that come with it, but I accept the risk and, obviously I'm still making profit with them. Hassan said, I thought with FTM withdrawals are automatic every 30 days. Yep, that is correct, Hassan. Not sure where the confusion was, but yeah, it is every 30 days. So once you start your account, you can make the withdrawal every 30 days. It doesn't necessarily have to be on at 30-day mark, but they give you an update when you want to make that withdrawal. And it's 30 days from when your account starts. It's not the 30 days of the month, Hassan. So I don't know if there's confusion there, but it's 30 days after you take your first trade. So my 30 days starts on like the 12th, I think, or the 13th. That's why my withdrawal over here was made It was made like recently, or it's on the 9th actually, or no, the 13th, or sorry, what is this? The 9th right here. Yeah, so the 9th, that's my withdrawal date. So every week on the 9th, I make a withdrawal. Sometimes I leave money in there. Generally, I like to leave funds in there, so if it gives me more cushion for the following month and anything above that. Wax John, it seems like you're like into a lot of these like scammy brokers because you're asking about binary options now. So I've done binary before and I've made profit off it, but I personally I don't use it anymore. It's not scalable. It's not like US 30 or like Forex, because you have to trade that off contract sizes. And I think you're using different binaries. You're probably using the scam binaries. I mean, I used like the legit one, like Nadex. I used the US based ones where it was a little different, but yeah, I would never go to binary and I'd never go to auto trader. So yeah, those things are probably not going to happen. Nice. Billy said he took a 5 lot and a 6 lot for 2 TP. So that's how Billy logged in his 3,500 today. But yeah, no auto trader for K2, and there's not going to be any binary for K. I mean, you can use the K2 indicators if you're trading binary. I'm just not going to go into binary because I don't trade those scammy assets. It's usually people that want to get rich quick from those. But yeah, I'm sure you don't see any profitable binary traders like long term. All you see those scammy binary people on Instagram, right? Fake profiles that try to add you and try to make you sign up to these binaries. So, I don't want K2 to be associated with any of that. So I'm never going to go into a binary or any type of auto trader platform. If I do make an auto trader, I'm not going to use it for myself. I'm not going to use it for public, obviously, because it just causes too many issues if I was to run this on an auto trader. Let's see. Yeah, John said if we get an entry now, our TP will be at all-time high. Yeah, that's why I wanted to push down a little bit, John, before we have that entry. So it's probably going to come down, retest this again for a second time, and then possibly swing up from there. So we don't have a entry just yet, but we will be following that, and the news will probably affect it as well. Nice. David said he got stopped on profit. Now he's trailing it down. Billy's asking, how do you get your rectangle with auto wide screens for Zoom? So Billy, when you draw your rectangle here, just double click on it, go to visibility or style over here, and make sure that these are checked right here, extend right and extend left, because normally this is what your rectangle would look like. And if you double click on it, you just click extend right, it goes over to the right, extend left, it goes over to the left. And that's how you would do that for your rectangle tool. Let's see. Hassan's asking, hey, Shawn, what do you think about Bitcoin? So looking at Bitcoin, let's see. I mean, I personally I'm in Bitcoin for long. I have Bitcoin. I'm just holding on to it. Wow. Look at that. Oh, look. I didn't realize it shot up that much. Jeez. Let me check out my Bitcoin real quick. Cause I've been showing you guys my Bitcoin account since I started going live. I had about 300 and I just left it there. I'm almost at 1,000, guys. Check that out. My Bitcoin right here is at about 919. So I think it's going to keep like, I don't day trade Bitcoin. I just buy and hold it, but that's crazy that it went from like 300 or 400 up to 900 within the past couple, weeks, months. So I definitely see that from that point. Let me see what else we got over here. Let's see if there's anything else in the chat, guys. So if you guys send me messages, I'm probably not going to get to you guys right away. So I'll try to get to you guys a little apocalypse. So Walter, message Mark or Jazz. Here, I'll just message you real quick. Or I could try to add you. Let me just add you to the group. Walter. Apocalypse. All right, Walter, I added you to the London chat, so you should be good in there now. All right, cool. So that looks good right there. Let me keep going down the chat real quick, see what's going on. So yeah, looking at Bitcoin right here, honestly, I don't trade Bitcoin like day trading. And the thing with Bitcoin is that there's not enough data or history for Bitcoin to really, fully analyze it. So the thing with Bitcoin is that it's a very speculative asset. So it can literally go up or down. It doesn't respect these structures as much as, normal assets because it hasn't been around for that long. I mean, it's been around for a while, but it hasn't been around where it's actually been volatile. It just goes sideways and then it spikes up, then it comes back down, spikes up, comes back down, consolidates before another breakout upwards. But I do see Bitcoin to continue up. And obviously I have a vested interest in Bitcoin because I'm holding it. So I would want it to go up. But yeah, I don't recommend day trading Bitcoin unless, you really can like trade it or you know what you're doing. But personally, I think it's going to just keep going up. Looking at Bitcoin right here on the daily, it's at an all-time high today, I think. Yeah, it's at an all-time high. It's probably going to keep pushing up even further. So looks good to me. But like I mentioned, I don't personally day trade it. And I don't recommend anyone do it either unless you're really, really, really good at trading it because you can lose a lot of money trading Bitcoin like that. Let me keep going over here real quick and see what's going on. So yeah, guys, there's some people asking how to sign up for K2. So basically to sign up for K2, you can Aleph. So let's see. So a lot of people are asking me how to get into the London chat. You guys have to be in the premium to get into the London chat. So Aleph, I don't think you're in the premium, right? So you can't get into the London chat. If you guys want to sign up to the premium, just go to the K2 website right here, k2trades.com. And then you guys can sign up to either the signals or the strategies over here where you'll have access to the indicators and all of the strategies as well. I'll just pull up the course right here so I can show you guys what you guys get from that. So this is what the course looks like. It has all the basics here. And then the main thing are all of the K2 strategies. So these are all the strategies right here, the intraday strategy, the momentum strategy, the scalping strategy, the pivot strategy, the K2SR strategy. This is the one that I use for every Forex trade. So all of these full TPs that we've hit today for GU and GJ was using this strategy on the 4-hour time frame. So all of the Forex trades are using this strategy, and all of the US 30 entries are using the K2 daily US 30 strategy right here. This is exactly what we're applying right now. If you guys want to apply it yourself and make your own profits on your own, it's open to you guys. So if you go on the K2 website, we have the trial going on right now. It's going to end at the end of this year, guys. So you guys have about, I think, 14 days left to sign up for the trial. It's only $50 for the first month. You sign up for this, you get all of the indicators and you get all of the strategies right here as well. On top of that, you get access to all the premium groups, including the London group as well. So if you guys want access to the London group, you guys would have to sign up to K2. But once you do, you can message me, Mark, or Jazz, and then they can add you into the London group. So let me check real quick. So yeah, that's just, the quick cover for that. So Bishar, you're asking how do you get into the London chat? Yeah, same answer to all you guys. You guys have to be subscribed to K2 Premium to get access to the London channel. And in the London channel, they trade UK 100. So if you look at the chat over here, you can see that all these profits that are made are using the K2 strategies, but during the London session. So you guys can sign up on the website. Like I mentioned, we have the $50 trial here for the first month. Make sure you sign up for this as soon as possible because I might get rid of this soon because there's too many people are signing up, and obviously it's way too cheap. $50. Like look at all the profit everyone's making from that $50 investment. Like Victor over here is up like 600 something, and you look at everyone's profits over here. Literally everyone's making their $50 back with like less than one trade. Everyone's making hundreds of dollars with like one trade, and they just signed up. So I try to make it as cheap as possible for you guys, but obviously there's too many people signing up and I don't have time to mentor everyone if there's too many people that keep signing up. So this trial is going to disappear maybe in the next few days. It might not even last till the end of the year. So if you guys want to sign up now. Otherwise, you guys are going to have to pay full price. So, okay, let me go back to the charts over here. US 30, it gave a signal again. There we go. So I'm going to make sure I don't miss this trade because last time I was just looking at too many things at once. And then we ended up missing the entry. But yeah, we have about a minute left on this. So I'm going to wait for this to close real quick, guys. And then if it closes, then we'll take the entry. If not, then we will we will wait for the next one. Let me just get this ready for real quick. US 30 buy stop. Oh yeah, Josh, you're good. Josh is like, yo, Shawn, can I get into the lending group? I'm in the premium group, obviously. And Josh is funny. Whenever I talk to you, dude, it's funny. I need to go visit you in San Diego one of these days, bro. Once everything opens back up. I heard you guys are starting to open up over there, though. My girlfriend's in Oceanside. She said that you guys are back, are pretty much back to opening for the most part. I'll definitely hit you up once we're down there. All right, let's see. We got 40 seconds left on this candle. 30 seconds, guys. So let me this up right here real quick. Hey Josh, I got you. I'll add you into the all right, so we got 10 seconds left on this candle, guys. I'm probably going to take it. If you guys want to enter with me, feel free. We got about 5 seconds left on this candle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck, man. What's going on with my thing? Ah, shit, dude. I entered the trade. So I'm in the trade, guys. I don't know if you guys want to enter the trade or just wait, but it looks like this thing canceled on me. Let's see. Yeah, so everyone's asking me to put them in the London chat. If you guys are in the premium, then you guys will have access to the London chat. If you guys aren't in the premium, then you guys will need to have a premium subscription to get into the London chat. The London chat used to be open to the public, but we're going to be taking that off soon. We're going to be kicking everyone out, and it's only going to be open to premium members. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to check the pricing. It's off by like 20 points. So let's see, 3,080. So I got an early entry, guys, on US 30. If you guys want to enter right now, I'm already in the trade. We're probably going to get this next signal, but you can see that the volatility was a little crazy. So I ended up getting in a lot earlier than I probably would have wanted, but it's fine. I have my trade stop loss. All right, so I'm in profit already, guys. If you guys want to enter the trade, feel free, but I'm not going to call it the entry until it actually closes. So I'm in the trade already, but I will be waiting for this to actually close before we call it entry, because the entry isn't valued at that point. Okay, so 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and check over here. So everyone's asking about the London group right now. Same answer to the people that aren't there. Sorry, let me go check the chat real quick, make sure everyone's here. So as I'm checking the group real quick, I'm gonna make sure that you guys are in the yeah. So Dean, you don't Sav Dean, you're not in the premium, so you can't have access to the lending group. Here, I'm just gonna send you guys a link on here real quick. Sam. Yeah, Sam. So sorry guys, I'm looking through the chat right now. I'm having a ton of questions from everyone trying to get into the London group. Sam, I'm gonna add you to the group right now. Let's see if you get added to it. All right, Sam, you're invited to the group. Josh, let me get Josh in here as well. Josh, we got Josh over here. Sorry guys, I'm getting like 100 people messaging right now. You can see my Telegram thing is just blown up right now. Let me see. All right, let me see what else we got over here. All right, let me see what else. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a ton of people asking to get into the London chats. KT, I'll add you to the London chat right now. So we got KT in here. All right, yeah, KT, you're already in the chat. Let's do this real quick. Oh, Dean, you have a different username. That's why. Is this? Yeah, this is probably the same Dean from from before, right? Yeah, my bad, Dean. You had a different username a long time ago, so I didn't recognize you. But yeah, let me get you in the chat real quick. Let me add you on there real quick. Yeah, because we have a lot of deans in the group. Actually, you're not the only dean. That's why wasn't familiar with your name. Let me get you on here real quick. Hey, you might have to edit your edit your privacy settings because I can't add you in here. Let me see if I can find you real quick. Yeah, so let me add you in here, Dean. I'll try to add you. There we go. All right, so you're added to there. Dean, Jerry, I'm gonna get you as well. So Jerry, and I think that's it, guys. So everyone else that asked, I don't think you guys have access to the premium. So I've added everyone who's messaged me. There you go, Jerry. So Jerry, you're in the group too. Everyone's in the group. So you guys are good in the lending group. You guys can take the UK entries. Otherwise, everyone else that messaged me, you would need to sign up to premium. But yeah, K2, I got you too. So everyone should be good. Let me go ahead and go back to the chat real quick and see what's going on over here. Let's see. So Hassan said IG sentiment shows majority are long on Bitcoin. It's an all-time high. You think shorting would be a good idea? So Hassan, I personally wouldn't. I really wouldn't base I wouldn't translate that to Bitcoin dropping because the thing is, if the hype is really high. My bad, Mark. Mark said, "My God, you're trying to kill me with all these new people." So I'm bringing all these new people into the lending room. Mark is in charge of the lending room. So if you guys don't know Mark, Mark is the one that's handling it, him and Jazz. So if you guys sign up to the lending group, make sure to reach out to Mark to just go over the ground rules, because if not, then he'll be banning you from the group if you guys break any of the rules. So it's a simple rule. The real rule is just to not complain to Shawn. That's the main thing, because the thing is the UK entry is not a strategy that I've developed, right? So the thing is, I don't I can't openly endorse it because I haven't back tested it to see if it really works. So you guys are open to use the strategy however you guys like, but Mark has his own rules for the room with regard to George said, Shawn, I want to take trial. George, you already were in K2, bro. You don't need a trial. George, you've been in K2 for like months and you want to take a trial now. Yeah, George, I'll respond to you later. Sorry, my DMs are just blowing up right now, guys. I'm just trying to look to see at all this stuff over here. right? So I just find it funny when people have been in K2 already and they're asking for another trial. Like, well, you already know what's part of K2. You're asking for another trial. Let me keep going down over here. I just find that hilarious that someone will ask for a trial when they've already made profit with K2 and they left K2 for other reasons. It's funny, hilarious. All right, let me check for the rest of these over here. But yeah, so I'm going back to your question with with the sentiment for Bitcoin. I personally wouldn't base it off that specifically, because the thing with that specific analysis is that if there's enough hype pushing Bitcoin up, like think about this, guys. The thing with Forex pairs and US 30 other assets like commodities, they there's a ceiling for them. For Bitcoin right here, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to drop just because there's people that are like everyone's buying it. What might happen is it could be a snowball effect. Say like 10 people buy Bitcoin, right? And then they tell 10 other people, and then like 100 people buy Bitcoin. It's going to keep pushing up. Bitcoin isn't really a space that's really manipulated by the banks and institutions like Forex and like commodities. It's something that if it can get pumped, it'll get pumped. So I wouldn't necessarily sell because you think it's going to drop. So I mean, it's really up to you. Like I mentioned, Bitcoin is a speculative asset. There's no real data to really look at to analyze it from a different perspective to understand, whether it's going to drop or not, or if it's going to continue pushing up. Because you can sell if you want, but I have a bullish bias on it because I'm buying and holding. I'm buying and holding. So I obviously want it to go up. I'm not going to bet against myself and think that it's going to drop from this point. So for gold, I mean for Bitcoin, I'm obviously going to go for long. I'm not going to be taking any shorts because I have money sitting in that and just waiting. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So we got this US 30 entry over here. It actually gave a false buy. So the problem with this is that I'm in a buy right now because all right, cool. Yeah, because the thing is I entered the buy, but we have this false buy right here, right? So the next signal is going to be a sell. So this is going to be a little iffy, guys. I'm probably not going to call it an official entry for US 30 because I don't want to go against my own trade. Plus, I don't want to call an opposite, because the thing is, if I call a sell, I'm ready to buy, and then if I call a buy and it's opposite of what the actual strategy is, then it's just going to go both ways. The problem with this right here is because of the heavy news this morning, guys. There's like I mentioned, the Fed is speaking in a couple hours, so there's going to be mixed reactions to US 30 because they're going to be going over the stimulus. They're also going to be going over they're going to be going over the stimulus. They're also going to be going over COVID and all of the projections, moving forward into 2021. So the thing is, this can literally spike up or it can spike down. So I'm probably not going to call it an official entry, but just a reminder, I'm in a buy right now because I saw this close over here, but then it ended up, disappearing last second. So I'm not sure if you guys entered that buy with me, but I'm probably not going to call an official call. I'll just let you guys know if we have a sell signal, but I'm not going to call it in the signals group because I don't want to call a trade that's opposite of mine. And you can see right here that since we have this false signal, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty in the market with regard to whether it continues up or if it drops from this point. So just keep that in mind, guys, because the market's going to get pretty crazy in about 2 or 3 hours once the Fed starts speaking at 11 a.m. my time. So it's about 7:43. It's about to be 8. They're going to start talking about, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In about 3 hours, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. In about 3 hours, they're going to be talking. Hopefully I hit some profit over here first before they start talking so I can get out before the market starts getting a little crazy. But, just like what I said earlier, guys, I'm probably not going to call an official US 30 call today because I'm going to buy and I don't want to call it if it's a sell, but I will be letting you guys know. Okay, let me keep going down over here. Lil Zim is asking if the indicators work on MC4. No, they only work on TradingView. MC4 is too outdated of a platform, so I can't put all these indicators. Like, I'm not going to translate these over to the MC4 because it just wouldn't work as properly as it does on TradingView, since TradingView is a lot more advanced and it has a lot more functions in comparison to that outdated platform. Okay, let's see. Forex Trader said, I'm up 2,700 for the week in K2 profit. Very happy. Nice, definitely, bro. That's really good. It looks like everyone here is like in thousands, just for the past couple of days. And that's great to see because we do see that there's a lot of profits being made all around. And it's good to see that everyone is profiting in long term. So I'm just looking at the chat real quick. My DMs are like blowing up. You can see my Telegram. I had like one message that went down to like 10 to now 14, but I'll check that in a little bit, guys. Let me keep looking at over here to see where anything else is going on. Let's see. Sorry, there's a lot of questions here. It looks like I skipped through a lot of these too. Nice, Nicole. Nicole's here from Trinidad. Awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of people from all over here in this group. Let me see what else we have here. Sorry, the chat's just blowing up, so I might have missed a couple questions. If I didn't get to your question, guys, just put them in the chat again in case I missed it, because it's just piling up right now. So I'm missing a couple here. Black Jerry said another 5K for US 30 for another FTMO funded. Nice, Black Jerry. So you're on your way up as well. So that's awesome. Definitely like to see everyone profit in this. Mudel was asking how to sign up for. Yeah, no problem, Mudel. Let me send you the link real quick. So we got a couple people over here looking to sign up to FTMO. So I'm going to send you that link real quick. So I sent that over to Mudel. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, Josh, you got in late. That's why. That makes sense. Varun, good to say. Gold just blew up in my face. Let's pull up gold real quick. See what you mean by that. Gold over here. Oh yeah. See, that's what I meant right there. Varun, it could possibly just consolidate until the news in a couple hours, in about 3 hours. And then once that happens, like it'll probably just go up and down, go up, go down, go sideways, up until this right here when the news happens. And then it'll probably spike either up or spike down. It can literally go in either direction. So I'd be careful with gold. I personally wouldn't trade gold right now or any of the USD pairs. Just because of the high impact news coming up soon. Jason is asking, Shawn, if someone starts with a 50K funded account and pass, will they offer up to 100K or will they offer another 50K? So they'll only give you 50K if you pass the 50K. They're not going to up your lot size, your account size just because you pass. But you can merge the two 50K. So say if you do a 50K and then you do another 50K and then you pass both of them, then you can merge those into one 100K. But once you pass the 50K, they're only going to give you an option whether to get your refund for the 50K or to get a new 50K account as well. So those are your two options there. But yeah, you can always merge them from there. When I first did FTMO, I did a 50K and then I moved up to the 100K from there and I just started merging them as I continued up. Deshaun said, what about a copy trader? We don't have a copy trader and I don't really recommend any of them because I don't use anything like that. I like to do everything manually. Lulzim's asking how to get use of this K2 indicators. Lulzim, so you can get access to it on our website. Just go to k2trades.com over here. Just type in basic k2trades.com. Once you get here, you can sign up to either the signals right here, or you can sign up to the strategies right here. If you want to sign up for the trial where you get everything, just scroll to the bottom. The trial here is $50 for the first month. And then you'll get access to all of the K2 indicators, the K2 strategies course, all the K2 premium groups, and access to one-on-one mentorship with me. But just a reminder, this is only going to last till the end of the year. Kate's just getting way too busy, and I want to focus more on my trading and mentoring than, new people signing up. So the thing is, this is really cheap. $50 is really nothing in compared to how much profit you can make off like even just your first trade. So this will be available till maybe the end of the year, if not next week. Other than that, I'm probably going to take it down because we're just getting way too busy here, and I need to focus on my trading than a lot of this other stuff. So US 30 right here is still pending. Man, if this closes for a sell, I might just close my trade and then end up going for the sell instead. But we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. There's not really any full confirmation with that. Let me go and check the pairs over here. So it looks like it could be swinging down. Just looking at this overall momentum, price is swinging down from here, but can also reject off this point as well. So we'll see how that plays out, guys. I'll still be watching US 30 for any possible entries at that point. Let's see. Walter said, thanks, Shawn, for the London ad. No problem. Lulzim asking, what brokerage firm is the best one to trade NASDAQ 100, basically indices? So Lulzim, I don't know if you're located in the US, but a lot of people who trade that in that's international, they trade it on IC market. So I haven't used them myself, but you can possibly find them on IC markets. Razul. Hey, Razul. So for anyone that's trying to get into the London chat, message Mark Bond. So if you guys are familiar with Mark, he's in the premium. That's the guy that's in charge of the London chat. So if you guys want to join the London chat, just message Mark. Don't message me because it's not my chat. But he does work within K2. So message him to get in. Or if you want to message me, I can get you in a little later. It's just not gonna happen anytime soon because we don't have much time for me to do that admin stuff at this very, very moment. So let me keep checking over here and see what's going on. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, I see everyone said that Dow is long, US 30 is ready, entry is ready. Yeah, so it was ready, but so I'm hoping this happens right here. I'm hoping we get an invalid sell, and then it's followed by a buy after, so that I can get that late entry that I was looking at, because I'm in a buy right now. I entered too early. That's like my bad. So I'm kind of in a tight situation right here. I want it to be an invalid sell so we get a valid buy, and then we can ride that up because I'm already in the buy. So I definitely want this to be a buy entry, not a sell. Let's see anything over here. Short Scene is asking, is there any payment mode like PayPal or debit card? Yeah, there is a, oh, sorry, Short Scene. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. But yeah, if you sign up to K2, you can pay with credit or debit. Those both work as well. Kenny said, wow, it faked us out. Yeah, no, definitely. It faked me out too, man. I'm hoping that we get that invalid sell like this right here so that we get a buy on the following candle, and then it can push right back up. So that's my hope right there. If not, I might get a little screwed from this entry. Spencer said it did that during London as well. So if we look at the London entry over here, let me see. So the London entry was right here. Oh, looks like maybe for UK, right? You guys are taking UK entry. So yeah, the market's been fishy today. It's been because of the upcoming news, guys. It's going to be, I mean, it's definitely going to affect the market, one way or another, but we'll see how that plays out, when it actually happens. The news, reminder, the news is happening in about 3 hours. So once this news happens, we'll see what happens with the economic outlook for the US. So going back to the chat over here. Yeah, everyone said they're going to wait for the official signal. So I wouldn't, yeah, you guys should probably just wait for the official signal because we haven't had the official one just yet. Renee's asking you, do we need to message you? So you guys can message me, but you're probably not going to get a response that quick because I'm busy on the live right now. So if you guys want quicker access to the London group, message Mark. Mark is Fury FX. He's in the group as well. He's in the premium. So he's the one that's running the London chat. So if you guys want to get in the London chat, message Mark, and then he can get you in. Otherwise, if you message me, I'll get you in as well. But it's just going to take some time before I can go take a look at that list again, because I don't want to keep going back and forth. Yeah, David said we're not on the trade yet. Damon said can get ended. Yeah, Damon. So message me or message Mark. Yeah, Brett. Everyone just either message me or message Mark. If you message Mark, you'll get a quicker response. Otherwise, if you message me, then I can put you in as well. But it's just gonna happen after the live stream, which is gonna be fine because London market's closed already anyways. So you don't really need to necessarily be in just yet. Braden said, yo, Ron, I keep seeing traders making 2K profit off 20, 40 pip moves in the market. Obviously, it differs on the pair you trade, but that would most likely be based off lot size and account size, David. Yeah, exactly, definitely. Some people over leverage. I never recommend over leverage, but some people still do anyways. So it's possible to make a lot of profit off like a small 20, 40 pip move, but you risk like literally blowing your account if you take too much risk or failing your FTMO if that's the case. Shawn said if the next buy signal is invalid and you get a valid sell, would you call the US 30 against your active position? So yeah, Hassan, I personally wouldn't call it, but I would give you guys the exactly the parameters obviously, or tell you guys the entry. But I'm probably gonna hold on to my buy because the way that the market's moving, this could probably push down a little bit. And then if the news is good from the FOMC, this can spike right back up, right? So that's why I think it's a risky thing to trade right now. And I don't want to go against the position because I already have it active. And if I do take a loss, then it's fine because we've had a ton of wins the past couple of weeks, past couple of months. So this is just going to be a drop in the bucket. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, the entry, but I'm not going to call an official one because obviously I don't believe it's going to drop. I think it's going to come down and then it might, swing up at some point. So I don't think it's going to drop all the way down. Let me see how far the drop, even if it does drop. Yeah, this is quite a drop right here, right? This would have to drop pretty far. And the thing with the Fed is I feel like when they talk, they're going to say things to benefit the US dollar. They're going to say things to bring morale up, right? So that's why I'm going to hold my buy, even if we do get a sell here, because this is probably going to, possibly come down slightly and then probably skyrocket back up once the news happens a little later. Unless something crazy happens in the market, I'm not sure what could happen, but the news is more likely than not going to be positive for US 30 because obviously the US Treasury is not going to want to say things bad about the US dollar and about the economy. They're going to say things that are good. So, I mean, we'll see how this plays out. But it's just I'm in a tight position because I'm in a buy right now. And even though we get to sell right here, I personally would want it to, obviously swing back up. We have 2 minutes left on this candle if you guys want to take it. I'm going to give a disclaimer here for this entry, just in case we get a sell. I want to post this in the premium, but I'm going to have a disclaimer here as well. So let's see. I forgot where I had that. I think I posted it somewhere like last week, right? It was like last Friday, I think. All right, so I'm just gonna have this here. I'll do to the upcoming. Let's see, upcoming impact FOMC news. I'm just giving you guys the little update here. So I'll be giving you guys the signal in the premium. I just won't be I won't be taking it myself because I'm still in that buy. And I don't think it's gonna push all the way down, even if it does. So We'll see how that plays out. We have about a minute left in the clock. We'll see how this plays out from here. Yeah, I'm fucked, man. Why did I take that buy, dude? I got faked out, and I ended up taking it, which is fine. I mean, it happens, guys. It's not at the end of the world, you know. If I take a loss on this trade, that's cool. If you guys want to take that sell, you guys are welcome to take that as well. I don't know if I should just switch my position. Uh, you know, I might just close it and flip the other way if that's the because it does look like a good sell. Yeah. We got 10, it's 9. So we got about 2-3 hours for us to possibly get out of this trade with some profit. So I might flip it actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make this an official call, guys. It's gonna be official. So if you guys want to take it, feel free. I'm going to close out my position and re-enter this one. Whatever, take that loss. That was my bad. You know, that's why I don't jump into trades right away, but I got faked out on that one. So it's all good. All right, guys, I'm in this trade. So we do have a sell right here. All right, I swapped my position, guys. I'm in a sell now. So if you guys want to take this trade, let me go ahead and put it over here. You know, that was my mistake for entering that other trade early. So I'm now in a sell, guys. Hopefully I can recoup those losses from earlier. So all right, guys, so I'm in that trade. Let me go ahead and put the parameters here for FTMO. 30147. All right, we're in profit, guys. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are trying to get into the London chat, just message Jazz over here. Jazz, he also has he's also running the group as well. If you want to talk to Jazz over there. So Jazz, Mark, or you can message me. You just won't get a response from me right away because I'm just busy with the trades right now. Let's get this up right here. Set my alerts. And 750. All right, guys. So we're in the trade. I swapped my buy for a sell. That was my bad for entering that trade too early. I thought I was going to close, but that's why you got to be patient with it. It's all good because when it swings back down, I'll just cover my losses from the other one. I got my alert set up. Looks like we're good to go for the most part. Guys, remember to use your exit strategy because with the way that the market's moving, it can have a lot of issues. Let me go ahead and just edit this real quick. So 30297. My TP is going to be 3029997. All right, cool. All right, trade set up, guys. We're good to go. We are currently in this US 30 sell. So see how that plays out. Let me go down the list again. We still have a ton of questions here, so I'm gonna keep going down. Let's see. Ari said, because your US strategy is so solid, is it advisable to martingale it? I suppose I did a trade. Suppose I did a trade with one lot size, which it was a loser. Can I take that next day? I personally wouldn't, Ari, because you don't know how the market's going to move. It's just too risky. That's what happens with a lot of traders. A lot of traders, they get way too confident with my US 30 trades and they want to over leverage like the whole account, right? The thing is, you never know when the market's going to start acting weird. So I would never martingale. I would never recommend that for any strategy in general. Like no matter how high the win rate is. I know our win rate's pretty high, but it's just you just don't know how the market's going to react. So I personally wouldn't martingale it. I would just use same risk because overall it's going to balance each other out, in the long run. So if people are asking to get added to the London chat in the YouTube channel, I'm probably not going to remember this message or see it. So make sure you message in the premium or you message me, Mark, or Jazz, and they can get you in because this chat here is just too busy. So I'm not going to remember everyone here that's asking to be added to the London group, guys. Let me check over here real quick. All right, cool. Let's see. So Sam said it's hitting against the 50 EMA. Kasim's asking me, isn't it controlled by 8 people? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Oleg's asking me if I'm in the WS30. So I was in that buy earlier, Oleg, but now I'm in the sell. Razul's asking me if there's a way to get indicator MT4. No, Razul, it's only on TradingView. MT4 is just too outdated. It can't handle it on there with regard to the type of technology that we need for all of the specific indicators. Let me see what else right here. Yeah, Kel, I got out of my US 30 when we got this other signal. So I took that for a loss. I mean, it was a fucking tough loss. It was like, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I could have held on to it and probably cut some losses, but it's okay. That was just my bad for jumping in way too early, sometimes it's got to eat that loss and then move on to the next one, obviously. But we'll see how this plays out. I think this should look good. It looks like it established a high right here. So just looking at how price has been moving, it looks like it's going to continue down because from right here, we have the high, obviously, within this area, we have the high, we have the low right here, it's basic price action. We have the lower high here, and then it's probably going to break below here and continue down further. So I actually feel better with the sell, but I mean, it does suck that I had to cut my losses right there. Should have just waited for that. Nice. So David's buy stop triggered for AJ. Let me pull up AJ real quick. Nice. So your buy stop triggered. David looks like it's going to shoot it from this point. So this could be a nice, little buy entry from here. Let's see. Live through my lens saying she's pushing down. Definitely. Dominic's asking, is there a US 30 UK scalping strategy in K2 apart from daily one used? Yeah, so yeah, Dominic. So a lot of people use the pivot strategy. You can use that as well. The pivot strategy works just as well. So you can try that if you want. It would be if you go on the website, you can use the K2 pivot strategy right here. That's something that a lot of people use. It's based off momentum. So you can probably make some pretty good entries off this one specifically. Let's see. Velocity, so you got to eat them L's, bro. Yeah, no, definitely. You know, I just took that. I just took it because, yeah, I just took it because I'd rather go with, you know, the official entry right here. This would obviously be the official entry. Obviously, I'd go with the official move because it just seems like it would be the right move for me. But we'll see how that plays out. Razul's asking, do you think US30 is behaving weird because of the heavy news day? Yeah, definitely. I think so. There's a lot of people speculating in the market, you know, with regard to what the Fed is going to be discussing later at 11 a.m. So in about 3 hours, they're going to be discussing the economic forecast for the US. And obviously, it's going to affect the market pretty heavily. So it's going to directly affect US30 and all of the USD pairs, which is why we're holding off on entering any, you know, Forex pairs at this time, because we don't want to get caught in any of those whipsaw movements. However, for US30, this might push down and hit our TP before it even gets to the news. That's why I didn't mind taking it, because once it reaches that point, I will move my stop loss and profit. That way I can guarantee, you know, the profits down here, and then I can probably continue on even further. And in that situation, I might even take off my TP and then write it down if possible. Spencer said during London, at the last second, the UK signal went away and it asked if anyone took it. Luckily, we waited for the signal. Definitely, Spencer. So that's, you know, we got super tricked out. Yeah, it happened because I'm assuming because of the news, because there's a ton of news this morning, especially for you guys during London session, Spencer. Like during London session today, you guys had news at midnight. You guys had news at 1. You guys had news up until 5, and then again at 6 in the morning. So you guys had news literally all throughout London session right here. So that's why you guys were getting faked out. And especially here for US30 as well. We're getting faked out here as well because of the FOMC news that's coming up in about 2-3 hours. So heavy news day, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is that it brings volatility to the market because you have a lot of people speculating. So you have a bunch of these trades coming in the market and it's pushing price up and down. The bad news is that it fakes us out because you'll have a lot of people selling and then all of a sudden people will buy, and it just keeps on whipsawing back and forth, causing us to get caught in these, like, you know, weird movements in the market. So we'll see how this goes over here. And yeah, we'll continue from there. Life Through My Lens is asking, what are your parameters for US30? So they're sent in the premium right here. Obviously, they're only sent in the premium. I don't share with the public because the premium get all of my trades in detail. So if you're in the premium, Life Through My Lens, just pull up the premium chat over here, and then you can see all of the parameters on that point. Otherwise, you can just pause the screen and copy it. But I'm not going to share with the public because obviously the premium people have priority over my trades. So, and you can actually see the numbers right here as well. You know, I'm just being fair to all the premium members. So, you know, they pay to be in premium. So if you want to have the same access as they do, then just sign up at $50. You make that in one US30 win anyways. So let me see if there's anything else here. David. So David, I'm gonna show David because David is at work. David, yeah, the FTMO is at entry is 30.147. There we go with that drop. 30.147. Full TP is 29997, and stop loss is 3297. Come on, Dalian, how are you gonna do that, bro? Come on, Dalian, you're gonna get banned from K2, bro. You're copying my signals and sending them to your group over here. Come on now. I don't know, Dalian, if you're in this live, but you just got burned, bro. Someone saw that you're sharing all of our you're sharing the K2 trades into your IML group. So unfortunately, Dalian, you're gonna get banned from K2. Hate to do it, bro, but you know the rules. All right, we'll see what's going on over here. Let me go and see what's going on over here. Yeah, guys, you know, if you guys are getting value from K2, don't try to scam K2, bro. You know, it's just gonna burn. You're just burning bridges with someone that's gonna help you get to your next level. So, you know, IML, you know, we have a lot of IML people, and I see that you guys try to scam all the time, but this is like clearly you're clearly scamming right here, bro. So you're gonna get that ban right now down in, and you could go ahead and try to do whatever you want to try to get in, but unfortunately you're out of K2. Let me see. All right, there goes the ban. And if you're wondering why you got banned, go check the terms and services, bro. Come on, man. All right. Cool. So we're good to go. On with our trades. See how that goes. Live through my lens. I'm not part of IML. I never was, never will be. Like I actually trade. I'm not here to market anything. Black Jerry said, Shawn, you're so calm with dealing with that. I mean, the thing is, there's gonna be scammers, you know, throughout like all the whole trading space, guys. Thing is, you're better off just learning how to trade and learning from me or learning from the K2, you know, strategies and indicators to trade on your own instead of just copying someone's trades and then posting it like it's your trade. You know, you're not going to get any value out of that because when people ask you to analyze it for them, you're not going to know how to analyze it because you don't know how to trade, obviously, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, there's no hard feelings, but if you're going to try to scam, you're going to get banned and you're not going to get any more help from me or any of the other K2 members. So it's unfortunate, but that's just, you know, how it is, guys. You know, we don't have any tolerance for any scammers within K2. We're here to help you make profits. And everyone's here for profiting. So if you want to throw away all that, you know, all that just to make a few bucks scamming, then by all means. Let me see what else we got over here. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. So like we still have our current US 30 trade that's running right now. And then let's see what else we got over here. So we have David's AJ trade that's running over here as well. David said, bro, I'm about to leave work after this. Yeah, it looks like your AJ trade is active right now, right, David? So you're probably waiting for that to swing up from here. It looks like it's going to swing up. You know, I think once we get that buy signal and it closes above, then you'll probably be able to catch that right upwards. David said, it's snowing. Want to join us? Definitely not, bro. For sure not. Thanks, Adam, for that that heads up. You know, like I mentioned, guys, we're all here like as a family, guys. We all want to level up and make profits together. So it's all good. Thanks for that, Adam. You know, just for that, I'm gonna add another month to your subscription. So if you guys do well for K2, I'm gonna treat you guys as well. So thanks for that, Adam. Just add another month to your K2 premium, so you'll be good for another extra month. There we go. All right, guys. So let's see what else we got over here. Hey, morning, Ed. I haven't seen you in a while, Ed. Where you been? C Soup. I saw C Soup send a message and then delete it. I don't know what she said right there, C Soup. But yeah, looking at US 30 over here, we're still in a sell right here, guys. So we're waiting for it to drop further. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. C Soup said, ever experience a nor'easter, Shawn? No, I've never heard of that before. What is that? Nor'easter. I have to go look that up. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any other questions with regard to any pairs you guys want me to analyze, or if you have any trading questions, just feel free to put them in the chat. Like I mentioned, we have a ton of news coming up soon, guys. Like right here on the calendar, we have the FOMC coming up in about 2 or 3 hours. So the the problem with this is going to affect all of the USD pairs. So we're probably going to hold off on entering any new trades. But we will be looking at the trades that are currently active. We currently have a CHF JPY entry right here. It's currently in profit. We also have NZD CHF also in profit, and our AJ position from last week, which is pulled back to down here, but it's swinging right back up at this point. Yeah, other than that, it looks good. Everything looks pretty much good for the most part. US 30 is dropping back into profit right here, so that's looking good as well. Hopefully this hits full TP because I need to recoup my losses from any of this like stupid buy up here. So we'll see how this goes up. Tune's asking if there's news today for GBP. So there's no specific. Well, there was news this morning, Tune. I'm not sure if you trade the London session, but this morning there was a ton of GBP and Euro news from like midnight until 2 a.m., which is the London session. But right now the London session is closed, so there's not going to be any GBP news right now. But there's going to be USD news, which directly affects all pairs since it's a major asset. So regardless as to whether it's GBP, Euro, AUD, CAD, anything like that, it's going to be affected due to the US news, because the US news is it's got its hands in everyone's pockets. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. Nice. Ed said, always here, bro. Just working on some projects back home. Nice. Good to hear, bro. Yeah, it's good to see you here, because I usually see you here like every day. I guess you just been in the behind the scenes. Matt said some people are just too honest. Yeah, I know, bro. It's unfortunate, but if it was me, I wouldn't want to burn bridges with K2, because I'm here to help you guys. I don't even charge you guys for this webinar. But if you guys want to burn bridges, then so be it, because I'm the one that's actually helping, and I would actually want help from myself if I was someone that wasn't me. But it's all good. I mean, shit happens. Let's keep going down over here. And see, Live Through My Lens is asking me, do you use any indicators? So Live Through My Lens, I use all of the K2 indicators. These vertical lines right here, this is the K2 momentum indicator. These zones right here are the K2 SR zones. Use the K2 pivots. I only use the indicators that I created. I don't use any of the same indicators everyone else uses, because everyone trades the same, and the majority of people fail at trading. So if you want to be successful at trading, you can't trade how everyone else is trading. Obviously, you have to do things differently. Let me see what else we got here. Tune's asking about GU buy. So we did have that GU buy from yesterday, right? So I would take that buy, Tune, if it closes above this structure right here. So it retraced down a little bit. It's probably going to come down, maybe test this structure. But if it does swing back up from here, and it closes above the structure right here with the buy signal, like still intact, then I would take the buy. But currently right now, it's just retracing down from this point. So I personally wouldn't take it. Not until it breaks above here. Because the thing is, it can close below here, and then if it has a sell signal, like kind of similar to what happened right here, or even right here, see how this rejection happened right here? It's the same, it's actually the same exact setup. Right here, price came up, rejected off this point, closed below. The sell signal came down here, which can come either here or down here, and then it can come dropping from that point. So we'll see how that plays out. The thing is, the FOMC is going to be coming on in a few hours, and odds are they're probably going to have good news for the US dollar. So they're probably going to spike price up in the next 2 or 3 hours. So I think that's about it on this point right here. So yeah, this would be the situation over here for this specific point. So I wouldn't take that buy until it closes above here. If it does close above here, then you can take that buy. But if you get a sell signal like it did right here, you had this rejection off the zone followed by a sell signal, then I would take the sell. But I would wait until news passes until you determine that, because price can spike. Let's see. So news is going to happen. Let's see, right over here. Yeah, news is going to happen right over here. Somewhere in the next candle, news is going to happen right there. And then it can either spike up pretty hard or it can spike down pretty hard. There we go. All right, let me keep looking at the questions over here. Let me continue down further. Wax John is asking, what will be revised upcoming plans from 2021? Wax, I'm not sure what your question is for that. Are you, which plans are you referring to? If you're talking about the news in a little bit, I mean, honestly, I don't know what they're going to talk about. They can talk about literally anything. They're going to talk about COVID. They're going to talk about stimulus. They're going to talk about, a ton of things. So it's a full spectrum of things that they'll, be covering within that that news event. Let me see if there's anything else here. Varun's asking, what are the pairs for beginners? So Varun, you should probably trade either the major pairs or anything that's paired with the JPY. The reason the JPY pairs are good to trade is because there's a huge imbalance between the value of the currency. Like obviously £1 is going to be worth 139 JPY, right? So it's the yen, you see it move a lot smoother. So I'd probably trade either JPY pairs or the major pairs. So AU, AJ, CJ, EJ, GJ, EU, GU, NU, UCAD, and USD CHF. So basically anything paired with the US dollar, and majority of the pairs that are paired with, aside from HFJ, like sideways for the most part. They're not very directional